Seamoss gel, Seamoss mousse, Seamoss juice. I'm gonna show you how to make all three of these with zero prep and only one added ingredient. Ja! Rastafaro. Blessings and wholeness, family. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Akeem Pierre. If you're new, welcome to the vibes. We're here in Almost Alkaline Kitchen, and today we're gonna experiment to figure out what dose of Seamoss powder is going to give us the perfect texture. In a previous video, I made a Seamoss latte. Woo! So good, it was delicious. And last week I was hosting a men's brunch. And at the brunch, I was supposed to bring the Seamoss mousse, but I ain't get no gel, and it's Sunday morning. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Let's try this inner fire Seamoss powder. So I used the inner fire and I made this mousse. Ooh, it was divine. Like, that's the best mousse that I've ever made. And I've been doing this for some time now. Here's all we're gonna be using: the inner fire Seamoss powder blend. That's gonna be the Seamoss that we use. Then we're gonna use two different mediums for the liquid. One is gonna be an apple cider. I've been loving apple cider lately. We're gonna see how this works out. And then we're also gonna test out a coconut milk to see if the milk and the cider are different. But I actually use coconut milk for the mousse. So this is gonna be more mousse type. And then this is gonna be like kind of more reflective of juices. If you make your own juice, you put this in there. But we're keeping it real practical today with store-bought items. So these are the three different doses we're gonna be using. This is half a teaspoon, this is 1 teaspoon, and 1.5 teaspoons, all in 500 mLs of liquid. We're gonna add the Seamoss powder directly into the coconut milk here that's already been warmed up. And it's best you always use warm or hot liquid, which is just gonna make the Seamoss powder infuse so much easier. I also found it's best if you sprinkle instead of just pour it all at once. It makes it so it avoids clumping. And I love the frother, but you can go ahead and use a spoon or shake it and it's gonna work really well. I'm not good at using measuring spoons, so I accidentally put the 1 teaspoon in a half a teaspoon. So here we are with the half a teaspoon, and we'll froth it up, mix it up, stir it up. And when I'm out and about at coffee shops, I actually just put this directly into the cup at the store, and I use a spoon to mix it. So it's super easy. You could take this anywhere. And now this one I'm super excited for. This is where I made the mousse with last week, and the flavor potential and texture is legendary. So when it comes to the apple juice, we're not going to warm the juice. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of hot water here, and then we're going to add the Seamoss powder here, and then we're going to incorporate it with our juice. And a few lessons I learned from this is it's best to let the Seamoss powder infuse in something warm before pouring it into a cool mixture. And it's actually best if the mixture you pour it into isn't cold, it's at least room temperature. Because when I put it into a cold liquid and I didn't mix it like I did here, it didn't infuse one bit. It was super clumpy and not ideal at all. All right, y'all, so that step is done. Now we're gonna let them cool, and we're gonna come back and see what these different textures are, see if they Harlem shaking, see if they, or see if they, see y'all soon. Bless, family. So we back, just got fresh beard lineup. Ooh, feeling good. And I'm actually really excited about the results. Turned out really well. So first off, this is the one that I had to redo. So you see how it actually didn't infuse at all and it's so liquidy. And then if you probably can't see, but there's little pieces in there, right? So there's little pieces, and that's really what we want to avoid. So first off, we got the 0.5 of a teaspoon in 500 mLs. And this is that perfect juicy texture. It's not super thick, but it's not super liquidy. So this right here, when we drink it, like you can feel it's a little bit thicker. It's viscous. We're gonna do a 0.5 for the coconut milk. Like, it looks thicker. Like, you can see how it's kind of clumping up. So once we shake this up, then it's gonna be a nice, you hear? So now it's like a nice texture. Woo! So that 0.5, certified, confirmed, 0.5 per 500 mLs is gonna get you a nice texture juice where it's not gonna harden into a gel. We love it, we love it, we love it. Now let's go on to 1 teaspoon per 500 mLs. Let's start with the apple juice. So here it is. Oh, that's epic. That's such a good texture. And let me try it. I think this is gonna be my actual ideal for drinks. So this is my ideal for drinks. And now we got the 1 teaspoon. Oh, so you see how it pulls away and it's solid, right? Let's take a scoop and then we'll see how that is. So, yeah. So I wouldn't call this mousse ready. Let's see. Yeah, now that's like a nice thick liquid. So the 1 teaspoon per 500 mLs, that's the connoisseur juice. Whereas thick, probably too thick for most people, but it doesn't turn into a gel. Now we got the 1.5. So this right here, the 1.5 to 500 mLs. And as you can see, okay, it's nice. So I wouldn't put it upside down. Should we try? Yeah, so this one, ooh, so we can't put it upside down. So this right here, let's take a scoop out of it because I think this is going to be the perfect mousse texture. That's it. That's perfection. It's what we're looking for, y'all. So I'm excited. So 1.5 gets you a nice mousse texture. I wouldn't say it's a gel, but even though it passed the gel test, so I wouldn't say it's a gel, but it passed the gel. It's a gel. If it looks like a gel, tastes like a gel, acts like a gel, it's a gel. So this is that gel slash mousse texture, 1.5 per 500 mLs. So if you're trying to make some mousse, if you're trying to make some gel, put 1.5 teaspoons per 500 mLs. If you're trying to make a connoisseur juice, then you're gonna put 1 teaspoon per 500 mLs. This is that high grade for the connoisseurs, for those who love Seamoss and don't feel some type of way about the texture. Now, if you're trying to give this to some children, like all the moms out there who's like, oh, my children have Seamoss, but I don't want them to know, put in at 0.5 teaspoons per 500 mLs and you get a nice texture and they're still gonna benefit from all the high grade healing goodness. So y'all, give thanks for tuning into this experiment. After this, I'm gonna utilize these ratios to make a lot of different drink recipes. I'm gonna make a lot of different mousse. Oh, I can't wait till y'all try the mousse recipe that I have already made. I'm just gonna perfect that. I'm gonna share that with y'all really soon. But this gives us the base. And before we end the video, this 1 teaspoon per 500 mLs is also a really nice sauce texture. This is gonna make a nice creamy sauce, or say on top of the cheesecake, you wanna make some kind of drizzle. This is going to be the perfect texture for a drizzle. So give thanks y'all for tuning in. Sending y'all so much love and balance. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Ja! Rastafaro.